So, lots of big changes coming up here in the month of December. Of course, we are entering into Sagittarius season here on the 15th of December, ushering in a new season. And Sagittarius is always about the future, looking forward, looking ahead, making new plans, going on new ventures. And so, this is an appropriate time with the Sun in Sag to think about the upcoming year and where your future and your future plans are headed moving here into the year of 2021. We also have a solar eclipse in Scorpio at 22 degrees of Scorpio happening here on the 14th of December. So we are here in eclipse season. Huge moment that we will talk about in your horoscope. And we have the big event that is happening on the 21st of December, the Great Conjunction that is happening in Capricorn at 6 degrees. So, yes, this is from a sidereal perspective. And for those of you who are new to this channel, you are probably familiar with me going through the tropical astrology. Huge shift that I've decided to go through here as I have meditated and tuned in with my guides and have come to the final decision to switch to Sidereal. And if you are interested in a birth chart or any of my services, I am still offering it in tropical astrology. So I'm not here to force or sway your decision or choices in terms of the system that you are using. But for the remainder and moving forward here with this channel, I will be using Sidereal astrology. And so if you want to know more about this Great Conjunction, go ahead and check out my video on the Great Conjunction in Aquarius. Of course, I will be talking about it in terms of it being in Capricorn here in this horoscope. Also, if you are interested in my astrology class, it is available on Udemy, on Patreon, and it is also available in the private Facebook group Astrology Lessons with Daquan Jones. Also, feel free to check out my blog and to join the free group Astrometaphysical Love and Light, where you can share any of your spiritual wisdom, motivational advice, or simply just positive posts in the group to spread some light and joy. Much needed as we have been going through this difficult and complicated time here in 2020. And things are shifting and looking different as we're moving ahead. We are shifting into a number 5 year, the number 5 correlating with the planet Mercury, as there will be a lot of interesting shifts and changes moving ahead and plenty of opportunities. Once again, keep in mind that even though we are in this state, for those of you who are continuing to work and move forward and to take on new ventures, this is your time for success and opportunity to pour in as we're shifting ahead into this number 5 year. Also, this is us moving ahead into the year of the ox, where yes, hard work and discipline is needed. Remembering that the ox was the one who supported the rat who ran the race. So this is your time to support your dreams, support your goals, keep pushing forward, not allowing the state or the situation of where you are at to stop you from pushing ahead. So lots of new shifts and changes that we are seeing as we are moving ahead here into the next year. Hi, Sidereal Aquarius, and this is your December 2020 horoscope. So this is for you if you have your Ascendant or Moon in Sidereal Aquarius. If you are confused about what your sidereal zodiac sign is, go ahead to the link in my description to make sure that you have the correct zodiac sign. So this is a huge month that we are shifting into here in December, as we have quite a few things happening. Not only are we shifting into a new year from December on, but we also have this great conjunction that is the big talk in the astrology community coming up on the 21st. And so if you missed out on my video all about the great conjunction that is coming, make sure to check that out. We also have eclipse season that we just started here on the 30th of November with that lunar eclipse in Taurus. And so this is coming to completion with a solar eclipse in Scorpio that is happening here on the 14th. Now, coming into December, we're coming off of a lunar eclipse in Taurus. And so this is a lunar eclipse that took place down in your 4th house. And so this has been a time of really thinking about your past, thinking about your memories, your connection to family, the things that you are emotionally connected to. And what are those things that serve you, that no longer serve you? What needs to go and what needs to remain is the huge theme here for those of you with Aquarius Ascendant or Aquarius Moon, is what are you releasing coming into this time. Now, with that lunar eclipse, we do start off December with a moon in Gemini. So this is a moon that is happening in your 5th house, where this is all about your creativity, your self-expression, right? This is a time to connect and tap into your brand new ideas, your innovation of what you can create, what new exciting ventures that you can start during this time. And so many of you may be thinking of a project or thinking of different things that you want to achieve and take on moving into 2021. On the 10th, we have Venus entering into Scorpio. And so this is Venus entering into your 10th house of career, status, achievements. And so this is a huge time now for you to start expressing yourself, to start putting your ideas out there with this Venusian energy activating your status. How can you present your creative abilities, your talents? How can you express yourself out into the world in a pleasant way, in a way where you are showing off your gifts, your talents, with Venus activating that 10th house? On the 14th, we have a solar eclipse in Scorpio as well. So this is a solar eclipse activating your 10th house as well. Very powerful solar eclipse in the 10th house, opening you up to new possibilities, opening you up to new experiences, as this is sitting in your house of the public. This is your image, your status. And so opening you up to new horizons, to new ventures, to new possibilities of what you can achieve here in your career, in your status. But this is a big time where we're remembering that you must release, right? That is that lunar eclipse that we just had down in your 4th house. Where are you attached to these memories from the past, to these connections that no longer serve you, that are preventing you from reaching that solar eclipse at the top of your chart? And so, huge moment of really making sure that you are tapped in and connected to your creative potential and releasing and letting go of those things that no longer serve you, so that you can make room to climb to the top, to climb towards those goals, towards those ambitions, to really putting yourself out there during this time, stepping into the unknown, taking on a new risk, making something new in your career, in your position in the world. Moving forward, we have Mercury entering into Sagittarius on the 17th. So this is Mercury entering into your 11th house, where many of you have large social networks. You're involved in the world. You're looking at things humanitarian-wise, right? With Aquarius being your 1st house. You are all about how can you help the world. So this big vision of Sagittarius sitting in your 11th house of large social gatherings. And with Mercury entering here, this can be a big time of really expressing yourself more out in the world, trying to make an impact, trying to make an influence, once again, through those creative ideas, through those different ways and unique ways of expressing yourself. Of course, you are very unique with Scorpio up in your 10th house. You really come through in the public in a unique and unusual way. Now, moving forward on the 21st, we have the Great Conjunction. This is this great conjunction that everyone is talking about. And this is happening in Capricorn at about 6 degrees. So this is a great conjunction taking place in your 12th house. And so many of you may not experience this on a huge level, as this is happening more in your subconscious. This is happening in a place of loss, of isolation, of the deep unknown. And so this is an interesting spot for this great conjunction to take place. Of course, this is a huge deal, as these are our two biggest planets that deal with the reality that we live in. Saturn dealing with limitations, restrictions, the government. Jupiter dealing with philosophy, religion, higher learning. So this is a huge time where we're seeing societal shifts as a whole with this great conjunction that is taking place. Back in your 12th house, where this is happening more on a subconscious level. And so looking deep within to see where are these changes in your structure that need to take place. Many of you, this is a great time to meditate, to look within, to tap into your imagination, to your inspiration, to what you can give back to the world with this happening in your 12th house. On the 23rd, Mars enters into Aries. And so huge time, as this is Mars entering into your 3rd house of communication, of siblings, where this is a huge time of really pushing your ideas, pushing your inspiration out, communicating, expressing yourself, with Mars giving you that confidence, that courage, that push to really put your ideas out into the world. And of course, as this is Mars in its home sign of Aries, this is already activated for many of you, where you are speaking in very direct ways. And so this is a huge time to use that Martian influence to put your ideas, to put your creative flow out into the world. Moving forward, on the 29th, we have our last full moon of the year. This is a full moon in Gemini at about 3 degrees. So this is happening in your 5th house, once again, of children, of romance, of creativity. And so this is a huge opportunity, pedaling back to that moon that took us into December, to really tap into your creative potential, to tap into your inspiration, into your dreams, into that inner child, to really express yourself and to put those creative ideas out into the world. Last major event that is happening for you is on the 30th of December. This is Pluto entering into Capricorn. So Pluto has been sitting back in Sagittarius for quite a bit now, back in your 11th house, where it has been all about how can you transform the world around you? How can you put your ideas, your inspiration out into the world? And how can you make your dreams come true? Right? Aquarius being a big dreamer, with Sagittarius sitting there in the 11th house. Now Pluto is joining in on the party of Saturn and Jupiter, going into your 12th house, where you can go through deep, intense transformation, inner work, as Pluto is coming into this hidden house that is strongly connected to the subconscious realm. And so a lot of deep internal changes happening here with Pluto. Now the cards that come up for you, Aquarius, 2 cards that came out were the solar eclipse and the 12th house. So once again, this is a huge 12th house month for you of going deep within, of tapping into your inspiration, tapping into your inner motivations, really going deep into your subconscious, doing the inner work, making those necessary changes, because this is going to spark a revolution. This is going to spark a moment where you get to express and put your ideas out into the world. But remember that solar eclipse is activating your 10th house, where this is a big risk-taking time of, are you staying stuck in the past with that lunar eclipse activating your 4th house of staying in what is comfortable, or are you going to take a leap to put your ideas, to put your creative influence out into the world? So that was your December 2020 horoscope for Aquarius Ascendant or Aquarius Moon, for your sidereal sign. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. And I will see you all in the next video.